Lord baby Jesus, if you can hear me, please hear my prayer. Don't let Tom do any disgusting shit in today's episode. I'm still getting over what he did in the last one. If you could do that, it'd be much appreciated. Okay, here we are to pick up Ron's little reward. He's so good to me. Hope he likes it. Ron, you saved.
Dear Fred, we all have.
Man, I cannot believe that he actually did that the other day.
Mate, that smell is embedded in my nose.
Man, I can't unsee that.
Fuck, Richie hasn't slept in 3 days. I mean, I don't feel sorry for him at all, but still pretty bad, you know.
Man, he says he wants to do the next one early in the morning or something like that.
Yeah, I know. He asked me to help with it. But I told the fucker, I'm not doing anything unless he gives me a slab. I only do it greenbacks, mate.
What's that?
Yeah, a slab. Case of beer. Anyway, no chance I'm gonna be up that early. I tried asking that pommy bloke, Robbie.
I told him I'm not a pom, I'm fucking Irish.
Yeah, that pommy lorry driver. Yeah, no dice with him. So anyway, I asked that nuffy bloke, Reggie. He was happy to go along with it, you know. Yeah, I just told him I'd give him one of my beers and yeah, he was happy as Larry.
So I'm just on my way to the servo now. I tell you what, it sure was nice of Ron to pay me with beer. Okay, take 2. I forgot to put my face nappy / chin warmer on, but we're going back to the servo now to help good old Ron out. Hey mate, could I please have 3 bags of ice?
3 bags of ice.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. Good, I hope I find some good ones for him. Alright, all done. Thank you, mate. Have a great night. Oof, trying to get these bags back home. Alright, that's the last one. I'm gonna go and relax before I get to enjoy my tasty reward. Anyways, who knows what he's gonna do with the next one?
Mate, I just hope it doesn't have anything to do with those bloody silver jars he's got out the back.
What's that?
You know, the silver jars he keeps outside. Mate, I swear there's something nasty coming. The other day I went out the back for a quick slab. I only got halfway through before the stench was just too much for my delicate nose, you know.
Man, are you for real? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And with no sickness or food poisoning to report from last time. Oh shit, oh, look at this. Ron has delivered the goods. I've got 3 bags of ice for what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today, but for now I've got a little something I've got to deliver to Ron first, so bear with me. Righto, Ron, as promised, here you are.
Just like clockwork. Well, what have we got here? I told you I only deal in greenbacks.
Trying to get these inside. Don't worry about all this ice in the bath. That's totally irrelevant to what we're doing. Don't worry, you'll find out what this is for later. Oh, Richie, you're back.
Yeah, no thanks to you, you dickhead.
So today I want to talk about my go-to method for making an instant difference and supercharging my day. And that is the Wim Hof method. So if you're someone who's ever tried something like meditation and the results took a little bit too long to come and so you gave up because you thought it was bullshit, I'd strongly recommend giving Wim Hof a try, because it's probably the only thing I've ever done in my life where the results were immediate.
Yeah, so what is a Wim...
Sorry about that. What is the Wim Hof method? So in a nutshell, we've got a period of heavy breathing, followed by a period of airlessness, followed by a nice little surprise right at the end. If you know a little bit about this already, don't tell the others what it is. So initially I started doing this because I just simply wanted to improve my circulation. So I'm got reasonably long limbs, so I was getting pretty bad Raynaud's in my hands, feet, and funny enough in my ears as well, or on the ears rather, to the point where it looked like I was a snake shedding its skin, and it just got a bit much really, so I decided to do something about it. Yeah, so here we are 12 months on, and I've gone pretty much, I've gone the entire working year wearing nothing but t-shirt and shorts, whilst living in Melbourne and working predominantly outside. It's not like I'm climbing Mount Everest base camp in nothing but running shorts like Wim Hof himself, but it's still a pretty significant improvement over last year where I was rugged up all the time. And best of all, my hands are back to normal. And on that note, I meet a lot of blokes at work who have hands that are worse than what mine used to be. And then they wonder why their woman doesn't want them touching them, which I think is pretty fair on their part, because I wouldn't want them touching me either. So fellas, if this is you, you gotta fix that shit. And Wim Hof is how you do it. Okay, so back on track. Aside from improving my circulation and making my hands and feet and my ears feel normal again, one thing to note is that I always have infinitely more energy after completing a Wim Hof session, no matter how long or short it might be. I could randomly get asked to start work early, and I've got to get up at 3 a.m. or something stupid like that. And even after getting half the sleep I'd normally get, doing the Wim Hof session, I feel good as gold for the rest of the day, And funny I should mention the word sleep, because doing this stuff daily, it's going to improve whatever sleep you do get. The duration and the quality, as well as acting as a nice little natural anti-inflammatory. So you won't have to be, pumping slates of Nurofen every day like you used to. So we know the Wim Hof exercise is lots of heavy breathing combined with airlessness, with a big emphasis on relaxation. And in my practice over the past year or so, I've added in a few little tidbits that I find help make the experience a little bit more complete for me. So the first one is I like to tilt my head forward and tuck my chin into my chest, give myself a nice little double chin. The next one is to open up my hips, basically.
Leg spread. Bugger that, you're just trying to peg me, mate. Or best case scenario, you smack me in the bloody ghoulies.
Ron, it's okay, you're not in prison anymore.
I agree, settle down, mate. Anyway, the third thing I like to add in is when I'm doing the exercises, I'll flex my entire pelvic floor while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I must say, flexing the pelvic floor has definitely helped for me and Margie when we want to, you know.
You shut your mouth, old man. I'm having enough trouble forgetting what Tom did last week. The last thing I need is to be imagining you and your old, frail, naked rig in the bedroom.
Well, I tell you what, Richie. I think you look very rugged, especially in the forearms. Thanks, Pet. You know, it's really just all from, just years of milking, really, you know. On the farm, you've got the Jersey cows. Pretty hard work. Sometimes you have to use both hands. Yeah, it's just such a good feeling when you see the white stuff, you know.
What was that for?
He just doesn't listen.
God damn! She could punch through a brick wall if she wanted to. Poor Richie.
Oh, I think everyone on the planet has dreamt of slapping their landlord.
Yeah, I have no words. She literally just beat the shit out of him. So yeah, back on track. I'll try to focus on all that sort of stuff while keeping as relaxed as possible the entire time. So without further ado, I guess I'll jump into demonstrating some breathing and I'll explain some of the concepts in a little bit more detail. And in the meantime, if you're looking for a little bit more information after all this, please go to www.wimhofmethod.com and I'll leave the link in the description. So you've got yourself nice and relaxed. You can sit if you like, but I prefer to do this laying down. Make sure you tuck your chin, relax your limbs, and open up your hips by pushing your knees out with your feet together. Relax the muscles in your face too. That's something I forgot to mention earlier, as this has a massive flow-on effect to the rest of your body. You pretty much want to imagine like you're melting into the floor. It's a nice feeling. Be sure to flex the pelvic floor, the whole thing. Now, if you don't know how to do that, just imagine that you're stopping yourself from peeing and just use those same muscles. Now, if you only flex the front, the abs will tighten up as well, and the energy won't be able to flow properly through your body. So you're going to have to flex the back as well. So that's right, you're going to have to flex your bumhole. Nobody has to know. You could be doing it right now, and I wouldn't even have a clue. Now, you could just jump into breathing without doing all this stuff, and that's what I did originally. Nothing wrong with that at all. Whichever way you do it, though, you want to make sure that you are imagining your breath starting in your belly and moving right up into your head every single time. You may feel some swelling and rushes of warmth in various places around your body. So just make sure you amplify those feelings, wherever they may be. Make yourself on fire, basically. So stay relaxed the whole time as best as you can. And if you do it my way, you may feel some involuntary shakes in and around your body. So no need to be alarmed there. Just keep concentrating on relaxation, that melting into the floor feeling. And on a side note, the shakes actually help with trauma relief. So no need to be alarmed. Once you've taken 30 to 40 breaths, let all your air out and just lie there. So your first instinct when this happens will be to panic, big time, when you have no air in there for a little bit. So just stay calm and this feeling will pass and you'll feel nice and peaceful and relaxed. Keep amplifying the feeling of heat in your body as you're doing this. Stay relaxed but tuck your chin and keep flexing the pelvic floor. It's so important for life in general, a strong pelvic floor. Keeps everything working down there as you get older. And from a male perspective, you'll be able to satisfy your woman for as long or as short a time as she likes. And from a female perspective, you'll be able to do things that will have your man wrapped around your little finger. Trust me. Everybody wins. So build up those muscles. It's important. Eventually, you'll need to breathe again. So breathe in fully and hold for 10 to 20 seconds, then release. And this is probably the moment when you'll feel the most intense warmth in the whole body. Now, the length of time you hold the no air phase for is not as important as how well you spread the warmth throughout your body, I feel. Now, after that, that's 1 round done. Typically, you'd perform 3 rounds, but you can add more if you like. Now, for the next round, I'm going to do this one with my knees up, just for something different. So I guess all that's left is to just get out and practice the exercises. I'll speed the rest of this up now so we can move on to this surprise I've got in store. Alright everyone, so I fibbed. And this is the surprise and the final part of the Wim Hof exercises for today. So we're going to be jumping in an ice bath. You don't have to do it in an ice bath, but a cold shower will suffice. But this is the most important part of this whole thing. We do the breathing to warm ourselves up, and then straight into the cold. Oh yeah!
Is that it? Far out. Looks like a piece of piss, mate.
Alright, well you do it then, you smart ass.
Right, I will. Out of my way, bitches.
Aren't you going to take your singlet off before you get in?
I can't take this thing off. It'll wreck my image. It's not so bad. And I forgot to mention the best part about having an ice bath is I can deal with greenbacks. Alright, so I kicked Ron out and I've been in for about 10 minutes now and really starting to make feel it. So I'm going to probably finish this and then get out and we'll wrap things up.
So yeah, anyway, don't be a dickhead with this stuff. It's pretty extreme, so check out the risks on the Wim Hof website. Remember, that's wimhofmethod.com. Like he says, don't do this stuff while you're driving or in water, like in a bath or a pool or something like that, because you could pass out and you don't want that to happen if you're in a precarious situation. So be careful with this stuff. Even if you don't feel comfortable doing the cold stuff, whether it's you don't have to start with an ice bath. Ice bath is pretty extreme. I started out with just going into a cold shower, and you don't even have to do that. You could even start with a warm shower and then finishing with a cold shower if that's something that makes you feel more comfortable. Because with all this stuff, you don't want to be going into something that's going to make you freak out and not want to do it anymore. You want to do it in a way that's going to make you want to come back and do more, because it makes you feel nice and strong, So ease yourselves into it and enjoy it. Even if you just want to start off with the breathing, just to get yourself started, and then build up to, finishing off your showers with a bit of cold, and then building up into a cold shower, and then over time building up into full-blown ice bath. I don't do the ice bath all the time because I don't have an ice machine yet, but yeah, it's all about building up to it. So yeah, until next time, have fun, enjoy, and I'll see you next time. See, before I go, I guess I'd like to just say a nice big thank you to Cass and Ray for helping me film today's episode. For those of you who don't know, Cass is a competitive Olympic weightlifter. So she doesn't hold back when given the chance to express her physical power, let's just say. So if you're interested in weightlifting, cooking, fitness in general, or you'd just like to either confirm or dispel the myth that there are in fact other people who would be willing to live under the same roof as a freak like me, then please go and check out her channel. It's called Cass Subra, and I'll leave the link in the description. Anyway, next time, just so that you're forewarned, I'm not going to be mucking around. We're going to be cranking the gain to 11 and taking it to the extreme. You're probably going to see some stuff that you may well have seen something like this before, but a lot of you won't have seen something like this before, so brace yourselves.